In game 4, we're going to start to add some arousal to our indication mark treat. We're just going to add a little bit. And I like to do this either using restraint, either with the harness or just a little pushback against the chest. Do not restrain using a collar. Only restrain if your dog is comfortable with this. Many dogs are not, so it's really important that you know your dog. You can add arousal other ways as well. Perhaps you have a trigger word or a sound, or just by changing your breathing style. Maybe a game of tug or retrieve, some food games. Anything to kind of get your dog up and moving, so to speak. Releasing from a stationary position, say if you have excellent boundary or mat games, is also going to increase arousal. So what we want to do, the goal for this game, is to increase the arousal in our dogs and then release them to the article in order to get them driving towards that article. For many dogs, tracking is going to raise arousal levels, and we need our dogs to still be able to think an arousal and, of course, perform their trained indication. So be forewarned, if you've had a really nice solid indication up until now, this is likely where it's going to sort of fall apart. So be really prepared to verbally cue your indication, mark, and reward. If you are working on a stare indication in addition to a down, or even as a standalone, be prepared to cage the article with your hand, like in the mouse game. So, here we go. Let's play. We're going to add some arousal. We're going to use the appropriate amount of restraint for your individual dog. And while restraining your dog, place the lid on the ground and then release your dog to that lid. Verbally cue your indication. As soon as your dog reaches the lid, mark with a yes and reinforce directly onto the lid. Toss a treat away to reset. Rinse and repeat. Thinking and arousal is going to be very critical while tracking, so don't be afraid with this game to turn the heat up a bit, okay? Now, if your dog is not responding at all to their verbal cue, that's probably because there's too much arousal. Arousal, of course, makes it hard for our dogs to think, especially when it's a new or a challenging task. We need to teach them to be able to do this. So if your dog is stuck, to arouse to respond, lower the arousal level a bit, and then slowly increase the arousal levels back up. This is a super fun game, so go have a great time with it.